Hey everybody, Paul Vouchers, and welcome to Nebraska Landlords YouTube channel, where my mission is simple. That's to keep you informed. And the best way to keep informed is to subscribe to our newsletter. It comes out every Tuesday. It's Nebraska Landlord and Managers newsletter. A lot of great information, including bills that are being proposed, local ordinances, and a whole bunch more. Just go to nebraskalandlord.com. You're going to see a landing page come up. In that landing page, it'll ask for your email address. That's all you have to do to stay informed of what's going on. All right, let's talk about Legislative Bill 223. This is a source of income as a protected class. It was introduced by State Senator Guerreca, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize. Guereca, that's his last name. He introduced this particular bill. So what would happen if 223 is passed? Well, the first thing it would do is it would add a protected class to the suite of fair housing laws at the state level. So it would mean that you could not deny an applicant based on them receiving any kind of public assistance, whether it's Social Security, child support, foster care subsidies, alimony, or veterans benefits. Okay, we get that. Pretty much none of us do that anyways. However, it would also prohibit you from denying an applicant based on housing vouchers like Section 8 and SIRHA and those type of voucher programs. Now, right now in the state of Nebraska, you can say, I do not accept Section 8 vouchers or SIRHA or whatever the case may be. And you can do that legally. Is it discrimination? Yes, it is, but it's legal discrimination, just like we can say no to smokers. If you say no to a smoker, that's discrimination, but it's a legal form of discrimination. So why this is an important bill is it would require you to accept those housing vouchers. And there's a lot of reasons why landlords don't like to accept housing vouchers. The main reason is it's government red tape, bureaucracies that are inefficient, and then you got to go through the inspection processes. There's no standardization, those kind of things. And, it's really a business model if you're going to accept Section 8. And when I do consulting, I always tell my clients, you're either going to do it or don't. You can't just piecemeal it. You can't say, well, for this property I will, and this one I won't. You just got to do it or you don't. Right now we can say no. If this passes, you'll have to accept those type of vouchers. Now, here's the problem, some of the problems we have with this. Number one is, what is not clear is, would we have to accept housing vouchers from private organizations like nonprofits where the tenant doesn't have verifiable income? So let me give you an example. Very common, at least in the Omaha and Lincoln area, where nonprofits will assist a tenant with paying their security deposit and maybe the first month or two of rent, but they have no other income. If this passes, there is a likelihood that we would have to accept that applicant because of that voucher, even though we know in 2 months they can't pay the rent because they don't have any verifiable legal income. That's going to put a lot of risk and a lot of jeopardy on that landlord. That is one of the concerns that we have. The other thing that I want to bring up, because one of the claims that is made by these groups that support these types of legislation and ordinances is, that the tenants don't have, there's too many landlords that say no, so we're denying people the use of their voucher. It's interesting because right now in the city of Lincoln, there's a petition drive that's going on. And if it's successful, and it appears that it's going to be on the Lincoln general election ballot on May 6th of 2025, where the voters are going to decide whether source of income as a protected class within the city of Lincoln should be passed. They're going to make that decision. And if they do, then obviously landlords in Lincoln would have to accept Section 8 and those type of things. And one of the claims that the proponents are making is tenants aren't finding housing because landlords are saying no, when the fact is every single month the Lincoln Housing Authority, they only have so many vouchers because they only have so much money to give out. It's nearly 100% in the existing landlord pool anyways. That means nearly 100% of the tenants that have a voucher for that month find housing. It's 100% utilized. That's what they don't tell you. So we'll have to see. I do think, by the way, and I'll talk about this in a future video, I do think that the proposal is going to pass in Lincoln. We'll see. I think that's going to be the stepping stone for this particular legislative bill and next year and the year after if it doesn't pass this year. So LB 223, you just have to know that that would make vouchers and stuff a requirement. You would have to accept those if it gets out of committee or if it passes. Now, what can you do? You have to talk to your state senator. Let him know that you're opposed to this. And our goal is to keep it in committee because in the Nebraska legislatures, bills die in committee, and that's what we want. So anyways, that's how you do it. Reach out to your state senator. All right, that's all I have in today's video. I'll see you all in the next video.